But I also want to take this opportunity this morning to talk about real-life experiences within my district as well. I have the opportunity and the great honor and pleasure to represent one of the most diverse districts in the United States today. And whether my constituents may be from Ireland or Mexico, Colombia, or Korea, I think one thing that bonds them all together is the potential for a knock at the door at night or being pulled over in a vehicle because of a taillight being out. That for many of us would be inconsequential, but for them can be a life-changing experience. One that potentially could rip a child's parents away from them and see them deported. That is a real-life fear for many of the people that I represent in the 14th Congressional District in Queens and Bronx, New York, and one that I think our fellow Americans understand is not keeping up with the principles of what we as Americans stand for. Not unlike my grandparents, who all came to this country for a better life for themselves and for their children. I dare say that I don't think any of my four grandparents would ever imagined in a generation that their grandson would be a member of the House of Representatives. They're no different in many respects for the people who are coming here today, seeking out that same opportunity to provide for their families, to give them a better life in the greatest country the world has ever known. That's a standard that we have proudly lived up to throughout our history, and one that I believe, unfortunately, many on the other side of the aisle are looking to further deteriorate. And we see even that rhetoric coming out in the aftermath of what took place in Paris. The quick knee-jerk response from our Republican colleagues, as opposed to a thoughtful, well-thought-out plan of how we deal with an ever-growing issue of people who are under duress and need relief. Instead, it's just simply turn their back. And that cannot be the America that we are. It's not the America that we are. We need to reevaluate that. I applaud what the President attempted to do. I believe the Fifth Circuit was wrong in the decision they made. But be that as it may, it's a calling to everyone, and especially to Mr. Ryan, the new Speaker, who I know has had an open ear on the issue of immigration reform, that now is the time to fix our broken immigration system. We need to address the undocumented who live in the United States today for national security purposes. We need to address the issue of the integrity of our border for national security purposes. We also have to understand the world that we're living in today and understand the ever-growing desire to be a part of the fabric of the United States, something that we cherish and we know others want to be a part of. We need to find a way to fix the broken legal immigration system that we have today as well. It's not working. And we need to take an opportunity. Now is the opportunity to do it. Now is the time to fix our broken immigration system. Don't let this languish any further. Deal with it now. We have a president who wants to do just